Please welcome U.S. Vice President, Performance Vehicles and Motorsports, Jim Campbell.
Well, welcome everybody. For our media guests, thanks for being here. And it's also great to see so many of our Chevrolet partners here in the audience. Plus, I'd like to recognize Brian France, Jim France, Lisa France-Kennedy, Mike Helton, Steve Phelps, and the entire NASCAR leadership team. Great to have you here with us. And it's terrific to see so many Chevrolet and NASCAR fans here with us in the theater. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. Great to have you. So welcome to all the Chevy fans who've joined us online. We're streaming from around the world, and it's great to have everybody tuning in from all over the world. Now, while today's about looking ahead to the 2013 NASCAR season, I'd like to take a moment to look back at some of Chevy's accomplishments in NASCAR, including 10 consecutive Manufacturers' Championships. Team Chevy's had a good run. Let's take a look.
Tony Stewart racing across the stripe will get his second win of 2003 as he claims the checkered flag.
Jimmy's victory clinching the Manufacturers' Championship for 2004 for Chevrolet.
25 of the last 34 NASCAR Manufacturers' Championships and counting, Chevy.
Win the Manufacturers' Championship for Chevrolet, you know, that's a great thing. I don't know how many years in a row that is, but it's quite a while.
To win the Manufacturers title for Chevy in this race is it's awesome.
Proud moment for myself. All I've ever raced is a Chevrolet. To be a part of them winning another Manufacturers Championship means a lot to me.
Tony Stewart will claim his first win at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
It's Ryan Newman to the lead. Finally, he's going to pull off the win at Martinsville. Did it, yes! Woo!
Hendrick Motorsports' 200th Sprint Cup victory belongs to Jimmy Johnson.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. snaps that dry spell, winning today in Michigan. Kevin Harvick is going back to victory lane.
700 wins for Chevrolet. Big day all in all.
Well, what do you think of that video? Wow. It's been a great decade. It's been a great decade for Chevrolet and NASCAR and our NASCAR teams. You know, 57 years ago at the old Columbia Speedway in South Carolina, a racer named Fonnie Flock earned Chevrolet's first Cup win, driving a 55 Biscayne powered by the legendary Chevrolet small block V8. That was win number one for Team Chevy. And just a few weeks ago, Jimmy Johnson in the 48 Chevy, powered by today's version of the Chevrolet small block V8, won at Texas Motor Speedway to give Chevrolet its 700th Cup victory. Well, thanks to Jimmy, Chad Knaus, Rick Hendrick, and the entire Hendrick Motorsports team for delivering this milestone victory. We'd also like to thank every team owner, driver, and crew member who contributed to Chevrolet's 700 wins. We wouldn't be here today without the determination of these teams. Hendrick Motorsports, Richard Childress Racing, Stuart Haas Racing, Earnhardt Ganassi Racing with Felix Sabates, Furniture Row Racing, and Phoenix Racing with James Finch. All told, these teams have earned almost half the Cup wins for Chevrolet. And Chevy's been fortunate to have some of the best drivers in the sport, including Jeff Gordon, who has delivered 87 Cup wins plus 4 championships. And Jimmy Johnson with 60 wins and 5 championships, as well as Tony Stewart with 31 Chevrolet wins and 3 Cup championships. You know, Chevy's 702 wins over 7 decades include legendary champions, drivers like Buck Baker from the 50s, Rex White and Ed Jarrett from the 1960s, Benny Parsons and Kelly Yarborough from the 70s, And even Richard Petty won a championship with a bow tie in 1979. Then Darrell Waltrip and Terry Labonte won championships in the 80s. And of course, the legendary Dale Earnhardt won 7 championships with Chevrolet. It's an amazing group of drivers and owners, and that's just in the Sprint Cup Series. Chevrolet also had an exciting run in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. Thanks to our Silverado teams for delivering in the 2012 Manufacturers Championship, Chevrolet's 8th championship in the series. In addition, congratulations to James Buescher and the 31 Silverado team for winning the Drivers' Championship. Now, it's also been an exciting finish to the Nationwide Series. Our Nationwide teams clinched the Manufacturers Championship for Chevrolet in 2012, our 15th overall. Now, I know the Nationwide teams have been busy building and testing their new Camaro race cars. You know, we introduced that car in July at the Brickyard, and we're excited about racing it in 2013. You know, we like the linkage between the Camaro we'll race on the track and the Camaro we're going to sell in the showrooms. It's a performance legend that continues to lead its segment in sales. And today, we're going to show you where Chevrolet's heading in the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. To do that, I'm pleased to introduce someone who's passionate about performance. He's a strong advocate for the role and contribution of motorsports to what we do every day. He's a true car guy. Please welcome the president of General Motors North America, Mr. Mark Royce. Mark, come on up.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you. Great job. Well, thank you, Jim. It's been an exciting year for Chevrolet and NASCAR, as you saw. We're even more excited about 2013. While our teams were racing and winning over the past decade, Chevrolet and NASCAR were looking forward to the future of the sport. We've both been focusing on a number of important initiatives to build a stronger connection with our fans. By incorporating relevant technologies that we're using on today's high-performance Chevrolets, while also creating designs that help our fans make the link between what they see on the track, on the streets, and in Chevy showrooms. It's been an ongoing process. Ethanol-based fuels came online here in 2011. Fuel injection was implemented this last year. And we're all focused on putting the stock back in stock car racing during 2013. We approached the development of the 2013 Chevrolet SS race car with the same processes and technologies that we use on all of our production vehicles. We developed the race car's body surfaces in math using the latest computer modeling tools. We then used CFD, or computational fluid dynamics, to model the aerodynamic performance without having to build an initial prototype, saving a lot of time and money. Then we built a 40% scale model for the next stage of aerodynamic development and ran it in a state-of-the-art rolling road wind tunnel to prove that we were on the right track with our computational analysis. John Cafaro, the design director of Chevrolet passenger cars, worked with the race car development team to ensure the design characteristics of the Chevrolet SS production car were seamlessly integrated into the race car. After making refinements on the scale model, we then built a full-size version of the Chevrolet SS race car for additional wind tunnel testing. This was the first of hundreds of tunnel hours dedicated to refining the exterior of the car. This is the kind of work that got us where we are today. Of course, we tested on the track. Just like with our production cars, we camouflaged the exterior of the SS to hide its design characteristics from the cameras. There's a few little pieces, if you really zoomed in on the camouflage, that said SS on it. So for those who are paying attention, they saw it. This is how the car looked during our NASCAR test sessions. Our NASCAR teams began dialing in their own Chevrolet SS race cars this past spring. We tested on a variety of tracks like Martinsville, Homestead, and Talladega Superspeedway. Of course, the SS has been on many other race car tracks for NASCAR as well. And the results are very, very promising. And now, the time has come for the camouflage to come off. Let's bring out the car. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the all-new 2010 Chevrolet SS race car. Let's welcome our special guest, Mr. Jeff Gordon.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.
How are you? What do you think of the new SS, Jeff?
Oh my goodness, this thing looks amazing. It looks fantastic.
Excited to race it?
I am so excited to race this car. I had a chance to test it at Charlotte a couple weeks ago. Drove great.
Well, would you like to see the car with your own number 24 livery?
Oh my goodness, I can't wait.
Let's take a look.
All right. Love it.
What do you like it? What do you think of it, man? Isn't it awesome? It's
That's
awesome.
fantastic.
I'm so excited to see your car.
Oh, well, I am too. I always say a fast race car goes a little bit faster on the track.
That's
a
right.
Fast-looking race
That's
car.
right. That's
but
right.
I got to ask, what was that there at the end?
Well, there's a little bit of taste of what's to come here on the production car. That is the production Chevrolet SS there at the end. Just like the race car, the production version of the SS will be powered by a V8, and it will be rear-wheel drive once again. The design and the engineering was done by our global rear-wheel drive team that's responsible for performance vehicles like the Chevrolet Camaro and the Holden Commodore that is yet to be introduced. If you've driven any of our current rear-wheel drive cars like the Camaro, you know that this is a good thing. You also own a ZL1 Camaro, don't you?
I do. I actually got a chance to test the ZL1 at the proving grounds.
Oh, on the MRC.
That's so much fun.
Yeah,
and then
great.
that sold me on the car. Driving
Great.
it on that track, I said, I've got to have one of these cars. Fantastic car.
I think you got a convertible as well, didn't you?
I got the convertible. Right. I think I don't know. Somehow Rick Hendrick got in line before me on the coupe, so I had to wait for the convertible.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good thing. I've got one on order here, and I'm picking it up when I return to Detroit, so I'm excited.
I love what they've done, not just with the performance of the car, but the interior as well. Great, and of course, a great-looking car.
Excellent, excellent. Well, I'm happy you're an owner, and I'm soon to be one here in about a week. The same team that developed the ZL1, Jeff, engineered the Chevrolet SS, and I believe you're a Chevrolet dealer too, aren't you?
I sure am.
Yeah, great. Well, do you think you can sell some of these?
Are you kidding me?
Excellent, excellent.
I can't wait. We're definitely going to sell plenty of these.
Great, great. Well, I think the fans have to...
I'm curious when the fans can...
Well, the fans have to wait a little bit, but Daytona will be here just before we all know it here. And, of course, you'll always be there, but we're going to introduce the car here in Daytona here during SpeedWeeks, which I think will be a first for us as well. So
what you're saying is we all have to wait.
Yeah, just a little bit, All
right, if we have to.
But everybody give Jeff Gordon a round of applause. Thank you so much for being here for this
special day. It's going to be worth the wait. We know that.
Special day for Chevrolet, and thanks for all you do for us.
Appreciate it.
Great for the sport. Now let's take a closer look at what the Chevrolet SS really is. This car puts, again, the stock back in stock cars. The new SS won't be mistaken for any other car on the track. It bears a striking resemblance to our production car, the 2014 SS, and that'll be in showrooms here next fall. Like the production car, the design of the front end is bold, purposeful, and highly styled. The hood has distinctive contours that replicate the production model as well. And similarly, the rear of the race car is very representative of the stock SS, as you can see in the picture there. The profile clearly shows the large wheel arches and the dramatic cove behind the front wheel here, just like the production car. The exterior similarities between the SS race car and the production car are very, very clear. There's a little bit of math representation of that. The blue line here on the slide is the race car. The green line is the production car. The cars match up extremely well. This is good for our fans. It's great for NASCAR and Chevrolet and our dealers. And most importantly, the relationship for our customers. Everybody wins here. The development of the SS has been a collaborative effort with NASCAR. To speak to this, please welcome one of our most important partners here, the president of NASCAR, Mr. Mike Helton. Mike?
Thank you, Mark, and this is exciting. You know, all year long as we were working on the 2012 season, we were completing the evolution of our 2013 car, and this concludes the rollout of them So we're all very excited about getting to Daytona during SpeedWeeks and the Daytona 500 in 2013 and see these cars in action on the racetrack there and for the full season next year. You know, Robin Pemberton, our Vice President of Competition, led our group to work with the manufacturers for the past several years, actually, as Mark alluded to the process at Chevrolet, that a process applied to the other manufacturers as well. And without their support and their collaborative effort, we would not have gotten to this point. So Mark, Jim Campbell, Mark Kent, Al McCollan, Pat Suey, everybody from the Chevrolet side and everybody from the other manufacturers, thank you very much, because we're excited about this and we've talked about it all year long. The anticipation going into 2013 is building. It will build over the off season, and it'll be, we feel, one of the milestones that we'll look back as we celebrate our history in the future. We'll look back and see 2013 and the NASCAR Sprint Cup car is a very significant milestone for us. As I mentioned, it was a collaborative effort, and along the way we have learned that there are people engaged in our sport that know how to do things like this, and in working with their design teams and their engineers, Robin and his group were able to, we think, and feel very strongly, deliver something that the fans had asked for. And as Mark alluded, we'll put stock back in NASCAR stock cars, and so now we've completed the circle as we introduced the nationwide cars earlier. It's already been announced back at Indianapolis that the Chevrolet Camaro will be part of the nationwide series, and these cars will be representing the NASCAR Sprint Cup in 2013, and we're very excited about that. So enjoy your weekend in Vegas. Thank everybody for being here. Mark, particularly thank you, as your energy led a lot of this, and a lot of your suggestions and thoughts guided us through this whole process for everybody, so thank you.
Mike, thank you for your partnership over the last couple of years to do this, and our team and the other manufacturers as well. I think this is a landmark time for NASCAR, and thank you for listening. It's really important. You listen to the fans, you listen to us, and I think we've got something here that'll really change the sport here for the future, really.
I agree with you.
Thank you so much.
Right, Mark.
Thank you for being here. Mike, thanks to you, Robin Pemberton, John Darby, and the rest of the NASCAR team for working with us. That partnership is so crucial, and I know I speak for all the manufacturers in saying that this is really a landmark time for the sport. We can't wait to get back onto the track. I also want to thank Brian France and Lisa France Kennedy for being here, and Jim, and helping make this day possible for us at Chevrolet. And again, we can't wait for 2013. As I told Jeff, the world will see the new production car for the SS when it is unveiled in February during SpeedWeeks in Daytona. I can't think of a better time or place to launch the SS. I think this is the first time this has ever been done as well. The new SS looks great in Chevy racing livery, and it'll be raced by drivers and teams like Kevin Harvick and Richard Childress with the Budweiser number 29 Chevrolet SS. In the Lowe's number 48 Chevrolet SS, Jimmy Johnson and team owner Rick Hendrick. Tony Stewart and Gene Haas with the Bass Pro Shop number 14 Chevrolet SS. And Jamie McMurray, driver of the McDonald's number 1 Chevrolet SS with team owner Chip Ganassi. As a surprise for today, would you really like to see what the rest of these cars look like? I know I do. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 4 more members of the 2013 Sprint Cup Series teams. These teams, along with all of our other members of Team Chevy, really provide the skill, driving talent, and commitment, determination that it takes to win both on and off the track. Thank you all for being here. And now I'd like to invite Jim Campbell back on to close the program. Jim?
Hey, thanks, Mark. What do you guys think? Well, Mark, for you and Mike and all the drivers and team owners that are here, thanks for being here. The cars look great. To the NASCAR fans, thanks for being here. We're going to see all of you at Victory Lap on Las Vegas Boulevard this afternoon. For all of you online, thanks for joining us for the worldwide debut of the 2013 Chevrolet SS race car, See you in Daytona in February.